Welcome to Across the Globe. Today we will learn about building web applications. Web applications are interactive websites designed for user interaction. They can vary from basic static sites to advanced dynamic applications requiring user input for dynamic outputs. Examples include e-commerce sites, social media platforms, and online banking systems. The development process of web applications includes designing user interfaces, integrating databases, implementing functionality, and testing for usability and performance. Front-end development focuses on crafting the visual and interactive elements of a web application. It encompasses designing the layout, applying styles with CSS, and enhancing interactivity using JavaScript. For instance, developing a basic web page involves utilizing HTML for structure, CSS for styling, and JavaScript for interactive features like form validation or dynamic content updates. Backend development focuses on constructing the server-side functionality of a web application. Activities encompass managing user input, data processing, and communicating with databases. For instance, an individual might develop a basic API utilizing Python paired with the Flask framework. Full-stack development encompasses working on both the front-end and back-end aspects of a web application. This involves developing the user interface, establishing server-side functionality, and creating connections between these elements. For instance, constructing a blog website using the Django framework exemplifies full-stack development. In this scenario, the developer designs the website's interface for users to create, modify, and remove blog posts, implements server-side logic to manage these actions, and links the interface with the back-end functionality through Django's features. Deployment is the process of making a web application available to users by hosting it on a server. Maintenance includes activities like monitoring the application, addressing bugs, and incorporating new features or improvements. For instance, deploying a web application on a cloud platform such as Heroku streamlines accessibility for a global audience. Building a web application is like constructing a house. The front-end development is like designing and decorating the interior of the house. The back-end development is like installing the plumbing and electrical systems. User interaction is like opening and closing doors and windows. Database management is like organizing and storing possessions in the house. Testing and debugging is like inspecting and fixing any issues in the house. Launching the web application is like hosting a housewarming party to introduce the finished product to the public. Hey, Code Conquerors! Ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support, and expert guidance. Coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, www.atg.world. In this Go code, we have defined various handlers to represent different stages of building a web application, using a metaphor of constructing a house. Each handler corresponds to a different aspect of web development. Handle Frontend represents setting up the UI for the web application, akin to designing and decorating the interior of a house. Handle Backend deals with business logic and server-side operations, drawing parallels with installing plumbing and electrical systems in a house. Handle User Interaction manages user requests and responses, similar to opening and closing doors and windows in a house. Handle Database handles data storage and retrieval, comparable to organizing and storing possessions in a house. Handle Testing focuses on identifying and fixing issues in the application, just like inspecting and fixing any issues in a house. Handle Launch represents the process of hosting the finished web application, similar to hosting a housewarming party. There is also a Handle Homepage handler that provides links to all the routes in the web application, acting as a central hub for navigation. The main function sets up HTTP routes for each stage of development and a catch-all route for the homepage. As the server runs on http/localhost 880, it maps each route to its corresponding handler. If an undefined route is accessed, the handle not found function is triggered, returning a 404 status. This code structure and metaphor provide a creative and intuitive way to understand the development stages of a web application, making it easier to follow and relate to the progression of building and launching a web-based project. In the realm of industrial examples, the comparison of building a web application to constructing a physical house can be seen in the process of developing and launching an e-commerce platform. Similar to building a house, in this context, designing the front end can be equated to creating an appealing and user-friendly interface for the online store. Meanwhile, backend development corresponds to setting up the server-side logic that handles transactions, inventory management, and user authentication. Additionally, user interaction mirrors the importance of providing seamless navigation and interactive elements to enhance the shopping experience. Database management entails structuring databases to store product information, user details, and purchase history securely. Testing and debugging are crucial steps for ensuring the platform functions smoothly, akin to inspecting the house for any faults before occupation. Finally, launching the e-commerce website is comparable to hosting a grand opening event to attract customers and drive traffic to the platform. In essence, web application development incorporates various elements similar to constructing a house, highlighting the importance of a well-rounded approach to building successful digital products. Across the globe, keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.